Hey dudes, what's up? So my name is Levanta and this is Autistic Success. And today I want to talk yet again about autistic masking. I have had my unmasking journey in the past, I would say, year and a half, pretty much, parallel to building and starting my small business and quitting my main job in R&D. And basically what I've realized, it's yet another idea, is that autistic masking is pretty much self-disrespect. And this is what I've been feeling now for some time since I quit my job like a month ago and started working full-time on my business, is that I stopped masking pretty much immediately, completely. And before that, I was masking very, very heavily in my corporate R&D job. And I realized how much shame it has created. So what I realize now is that as I stop masking now, my shame, self-shame has pretty much disappeared completely. And now I can all put this together, and I feel that basically masking very heavily is going to cause huge cognitive dissonance in you, and it's going to cause a huge amount of shame, self-shame in you, if such a word even exists. So basically what I'm thinking is that the ground for that is that if you mask, then basically you are hiding your real identity, your real personality, I would say, your real traits. You're hiding them and you're covering them up pretty much, so they cannot shine through. And what that subconsciously is telling you that I am not good, my traits are not good, my real personality, my real me is not good, therefore I must hide it. And that's the big deal, that I wasn't really realizing that because it was so standard. That was my normal life, to mask all day, every day since I was a child, basically, and now I'm 35. So that was really, it is really normal for me. I got an autism diagnosis only 10 years ago, so relatively late. So masking was really, really, really the standard. And now that I've completely unmasked, this is again what I'm realizing, that how much shame I've had, also combined with trauma, obviously. But even masking itself is carrying or putting a lot of shame to you, as you're hiding your real self. And it's also gonna completely destroy your confidence, because, as I said, what it's signaling to you subconsciously, even if we don't realize it, is that I must put on some fake facade or some fake mask, because I cannot be my real myself, and therefore my real myself must not be adequate enough, must not be good enough, must be hidden, and that's just really destroying everything. And another aspect of this is pretty much, I think I've talked about this in the last video, is that as you unmask, your confidence, which you have managed to build up to some extent, some little bit of confidence, to your masked persona, because probably your masked persona is which is interacting with humans. Yes, so basically your masked persona is going to be the one to show to most people, maybe even at home, but definitely at work or in social interactions. So that masked persona is going to get some, even if not too much, but some validation, let's put it this way. So your confidence is going to be linked to that. And then as you unmask, this confidence is gonna is gonna disappear with the mask together. So it's like pretty much like a stain on some clothes, or like tablecloth, let's say. And if you remove the tablecloth, also the stain is going to be removing that, obviously, together. So as you unmask, you're going to lose this confidence also, which is built to the mask. So it's going to be very weird, that as you unmask, actually your confidence is going to completely disappear. Even a little bit of confidence is going to completely disappear, but then it's going to be built up, and it's going to be built up like much, much, much stronger, because then the real confidence which is going to be built up is going to be linked to your real authentic unmasked self, which means that it has a solid foundation. It's not to link to your fake persona. It's not limited. It's not like I am carrying my mask, so I have confidence. But if I go home and if I remove my mask, I'm not going to have any confidence, which I've experienced a lot. So your real unmasked self will have a confidence which is unlimited. It's much stronger. It takes time to build it back, but it's going to be much, 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 much stronger and higher. So I don't want to make this video for too long today. This was the idea, basically, that if you have a lot of shame as an autistic person, then it can be linked to two things mostly, in my opinion. One is definitely trauma. I think a lot of autistic people get traumatized very easily and re-traumatized again and again. So trauma, but that's another topic. I would definitely make another video on that. And another major part of it, or maybe the other half of it, is autistic masking, where you hide your real self, which is subconsciously communicating to you that your real self is not good enough. So that is the deal, and this is the good news, that if you get to the process of unmasking, or if you manage to unmask completely, then this shame is going to be disappearing. Your confidence is going to be disappearing at the beginning as well, but then it's going to be rebuilt much, much, much stronger. And yeah, so basically that was just a very little bit of a quick idea which I wanted to share, because for me it has been real discovery and revelation, and it has explained so many things. And now, being fully unmasked and having started my unmasked life for, let's say, like a month ago, it's a big deal, and I'm already feeling that I am getting back to social life, getting external validation for my unmasked life, and building up my confidence at a solid foundation to a completely new level. And also the shame has completely disappeared. So I guess happy days. I'm very interested actually about your beer experience, what you have experienced about shame and unmasking and masking. So let me know in the comments what your story is. I'm really keen on hearing that. And I guess see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care, and stay relaxed. Bye bye.